What is up, everybody? Oh my God, it's been so long. It's been 2 days since you saw us. Can you believe it? I know you guys. Oh my God, the audience knows just how, because they're waiting.
Lorenzo's muted.
Fucking scratching like a fiend. I need it.
I need it. Ben, if you don't shut the fuck up, what the fuck? Hold on. Bring me back.
Lorenzo's muted.
He's not muted.
He's muted on Discord.
You muted him, so unmute him. And number one, I said don't fucking speak until spoken to. Did I not? We're 1 minute and 10 seconds into the recording. Restart it. You're telling me how to do my job. I'm keeping every fucking second of this in. I'm keeping every fucking second because you fucked up. No, and I'll put the camera on you. This right here, we're getting some text overlay that says "fuck up," the fuck up right here over your face. Yeah, right there. That's the pocket. Thank you for framing it for us.
So I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to have you muted.
So is he unmuted now? You can hear everybody?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Good. Jesus Christ.
Your luscious voice.
You thought I was capable of just muting somebody in Discord for everybody? Oh boy, we're here to have a good time, folks, as always, and we have joining us, not in studio bedroom, but in studio, I won't dox you, but in your own bedroom, we have Ben Quinn himself. Give it up, folks. Let's get some applause going. Some applause. I forgot how to do the applause sound in Discord, so please, thank God. He hit it in time. We almost missed the moment. I'm gonna get I swear to God, I'm gonna get a soundboard. I will, and I'll get a bunch of great pulls from. I do have a stream deck. I just don't have the soundboard configured yet. I need to get some sounds of my own so that we can have some very special moments recalling our favorite instances on the show.
I'll link you.
Please do. I need it desperately. Most of all, applause, because we have people do stand up behind me. This curtain behind me, you guys, is affixed for stand up. In particular, it's for when we have guests on that have talent. And what they do is they do 5, 10, 15 minutes of material. And it's just, I mean, it is a special thing when they do it to no applause or no response whatsoever. It does make it, it does somehow make it more captivating, because you're like, does anyone enjoy this? But I would like to get some fake applause sounds just to, kind of pad their ego and keep them going, because I think they're reluctant to do more when it's to no acclaim or no response whatsoever. So anyway, I think that's first on the list of sounds to add to our soundboard.
We're gonna shut that down.
Yeah, well, please, in the comments, please remind me to get some applause sounds in the very near future. We're gonna have some great guests through here. We're looking at getting, we have somebody lined up for this Friday, a recording that will go out, I think, over the weekend. And we have a couple more people, but I mean, we needn't fix on people who aren't present when we have such a great talent and an unspeakable legend here in our presence. Like I said, Ben Quinn is here, friend of the show. I think this is your third appearance, is it not?
This is my second.
No, I did count. It's your third.
Did you just scroll through all your videos?
No, I remember. You don't listen.
There are 72 episodes to go through.
You're telling me you wouldn't remember how many appearances you've made on the critically acclaimed
I only remember
L&C
one on my
podcast
laptop where it was horrible. My quality. Oh wait. Oh, you're right.
I am right. I'm 100%. You don't think I know what the fuck I'm talking about?
You're always right. You're always right. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you came on in the very early days when we were both in Blacksburg, Lorenzo and I. You joined remotely via Discord, as you are now, and you joined again remotely.
Oh, this is my fourth time.
Fourth time?
I joined in on accident for like 3 seconds, and you told me to leave.
Oh yeah.
And I think you kept that in.
I might have kept that in. I might have kicked your ass out mid recording because you joined the fucking Discord channel.
Leave.
That may have happened. I do have a faint memory of that.
I remember that shit.
Like, what the fuck are you doing in here? We're recording.
Because I screwed up your
my
video
frames.
cropping.
Yeah, my cropping. That's right. I had no choice. I had to keep it in, or else I'd have to go in Adobe Premiere and edit that shit, and I was not.
Why don't you just
do that?
It's not even that deep. Like, just like cut it.
It is that deep. Well, because like I said, I have to open up a whole different software and cut some shit, and then re-upload it from that. No, hell no.
So fuck all that.
It's not even that time consuming to cut.
Anyway,
cutting is like the easiest thing.
We're gonna keep this short, guys. For the listeners, viewers, we're gonna keep this as short as possible. Okay, I have half a mind to end it right now. But if we didn't have such an amazing guest here with us, I would do so. But I do want you to get
half a mind and half a bottle.
Little piece of that. Yeah, I'm a little, shall we say, turnt at the moment. So, this is going to get interesting since I'm in charge of the switching and the clip pulling up in the engineering, overall audio engineering. This might sound like shit, you guys, and I apologize. I'm not monitoring any of that. But without further ado, let's pull up some clips. Let's get right into the thick of it. Cue the TikTok song. Into the thick of it. I've got somebody mistreating a cat. Are you guys interested in that? I found this on Reddit. It was hold on, wait. Oh, we still have it. It says this post has been removed. Are you comparing yourself?
Oh,
comparing myself.
Are you gonna compare what you do to your cats to this?
I don't have cats anymore. They're gone. My cat. I'll let me speak on my cats real quick since you're gonna defame me in real time on my own podcast. Once upon a time, I had 2 cats. Socks and Coco. And when I enlisted in the Marine Corps, right? Actually, no. Sorry, that's wrong. That's the wrong chain of events. It was actually when I moved from Stafford, Virginia, to Blacksburg, Virginia, for a job. My mother, who the cats were staying with at the time, did not want to take care of them alone. Because they were my cats and my responsibility, and I could not take them to my residence in Blacksburg, so I had to put them up for adoption. No one would take my cats. None of my friends, nobody could take them, so I had to unfortunately put them up at the ASPCA, right? And what ended up happening is my friend of the show, Cameron Compton, he guested a couple episodes ago. He graciously helped me with a kennel to take my cats one by one to the ASPCA. Of Stafford, and what we did is we took Socks first, my older cat who was a stray that I found when she was just a kitten. She was hiding under our car in the parking lot outside of our townhouse several years ago, just as a kitten, and I took her in as a stray, and she had just been a wonderful addition to the family. And I was gifted, I want to say a couple years after that, I was gifted a kitten from a family friend by the name of Ashley. She gifted me a tabby cat that I named Coco, and it was the 2 of them that I would have for several years all throughout high school. And like I said, when I moved to Blacksburg for a job, I had no choice but to put them up for adoption. So we took Socks first, the eldest cat, to the SPCA, and Cameron was with me. We were using his dog kennel. When I dropped her off, everything was fine. I signed her over. Everything was fine. They put her up in a pen to examine, I guess, right? And so we went back to my house. It was only like a 3-4 minute drive to and from. It might have been 8 minutes, so 4 minutes both ways, but still, very brief ride to and from the house. Picked up my second cat, Coco, in the very same kennel, and when we got back to the shelter, what they'd said to me was that my cat, Socks, had not taken to the environment. that she had become feral. And I was just in total disbelief. I did not want to believe that whatsoever, right? I said, well, can I see her? Can I hold her? Can I pet her? Anyway, she just needs to see me to know that it's fine. And they said that it was a liability such that if the cat hurt me, I was in a position to sue the county, and that it was too much of a liability for me to console my own cat that I had already surrendered to the SPCA. And they said if she did not become tame again or docile, that they would have no choice but to put her down. And I was in total shock and just utter disbelief at that moment. I said I would have never given her to you guys if I knew you were just going to fucking kill my cat. That doesn't make any sense, right? And
that's wild. That was in the same day. Like that was within
the same fucking day. Within minutes of me dropping off. And so I was like, well, why should I give you my second cat? What the? You're just gonna kill my cats? That's what the fuck y'all are gonna do? I thought you were supposed to save animals, not fucking execute them just because they scratch at you and shit. And they're like, but you don't understand. Your cat is totally and completely inconsolable. We've tried everything. She's already scratched like 2 or 3 of our employees. There's nothing we can do, and we can't legally let you back there, or else, like I said, it's a liability of the county if she harms you.
I'm sure you can write an agreement or something to.
I know, and you would figure, but they were not willing to let me back there. I was so fucking pissed. I literally started crying in front of my friend, in front of Cameron, who helped me through it. It was a mess. It was a total disaster, and that's what they would end up doing is killing my cat because. She didn't take to the environment, quote unquote. But thankfully, my second cat did, and she got adopted within, I want to say, a week. So, I mean...
Yeah, Coco was nice, but Socks was, like, peeing everywhere.
Yeah, Socks was pissing everywhere, and you know, like I said, she was a stray.
In my Crocs.
She. Did I not just fucking say she?
Sorry.
Don't misgender my fucking cats, bitch.
I'm tired. I got home from work, and I was like, let's fucking hit this off. You try dealing with delusional patients.
Yeah. How's that going?
And
How's your job going?
It's going, man. It's a busy ass job, let me tell you.
Yeah. You want to name drop anybody? Dox anybody?
Nope.
Patients or full surnames?
Nope. I may
Social
have remembered phone numbers, but I will not be giving those out.
Okay, just testing.
I don't have those.
Just making sure. All right. I do have this clip here, though, that I'd like to watch, if you guys don't mind. Oh, my God.
I'd absolutely love to.
You'd absolutely love to. I would as well. Give me just a second, though. It's going to take me a while. But this is, I guess, a group of missionaries, Mormons in particular, that were making house visits. You know how they do.
They come to my neighborhood, and I live in an apartment. They're just running around the apartment complex.
They're just straight up running around, aren't they? Yeah. 2
girls, and then there's a guy driving around making sure that they're okay.
Yeah. It's a hot mess. I hate Mormons. I hate organized religion, I'm going to tell you, but especially Mormons because they dress too well. They're too sexy.
You know they're Mormons when they come up.
And I know they want a piece of this action too. When they come up to my door, I know they just want to get down and dirty.
That guy is hot.
He is sexy as hell. I see his bulge. I see it going on.
They're like, man, I hope he's Mormon.
They won't admit it unless I have a tie and some tidy whities on under all my shit. They just won't get down with the getting. So yeah.
Next time Mormons come to your door, answer the door in only underwear.
Yeah. Yeah, underwear and of course a t-shirt. I don't know what's going on with the damn window. It's not pulling up. Hold on, give me a second. See, that's why I can't do this in my condition. This is
look at that. The moderators on this Reddit removed this post.
There we go. I know. Why does it say they removed it when it's right here? But it's in full view. We have these Mormons coming up to somebody's doorstep to indoctrinate them, and they interact with the homeowner's cat first on the doorstep here. This is what they're doing to somebody's cat that they're trying to... Look at that. How insane is that? I mean, how fucking out of your mind. What I love most about this video is that the homeowner can't spell, which does make me side with the Mormons just a little bit. It does make me wish that they may have just run over her cat instead. The fact, because they said here in text, inlaid in between the footage, they said, "I'm very disturbed on what I seen on my camera. This was back in February, and we do have 2 different brands on cameras, so they're not a native English speaker, can I say, to say the least. I mean, this is not their first language, but still, I mean,
Probably not their second.
It is truly disturbed, can I say? It's extremely disturbed to see the way that they manhandled this cat by the tail. I mean, cats do not like to be picked up regardless, really, unless you're familiar with them, but by the tail, imagine being picked up by like your nose or by your ear, your whole body weight. That's insane. Although I will say there's this video I've seen of a cat who's on a coffee table next to a candle, and its tail catches on fire, and it doesn't seem to give a fuck until it gets down to the very end, and then it looks back. I think it smells something. It's like, oh, something smells good back there, and it looks back, and it's like, oh, that's my whole tail has been scorched off, Looney Tunes style.
It's like that stuff where it's like someone's hair catches on fire and they don't really realize it until
exactly.
when he says that.
No, but
I don't think you can feel your hair burning until you like smell it.
Maybe not, and that's the exact phenomenon the cat experienced, and so it does make me wonder. Is it really so much of a burden for these kids to be picking up and tossing this cat by the tail, or does it care?
I think it's treating it like a scorpion.
You think it does? If Daisy had a tail, would you do that to her?
No, that's 200% animal.
Lorenzo's cat, for those of you who are new to the show, does not have a tail, and you'll see her, and she is extremely adorable. You'll see her come in and out of frame occasionally, but she is tailless, a tailless cat. But you're saying here and now, you're testifying that you would not, in fact, pick her up by the tail and sling her about.
If you sling any creature by its tail, you deserve to get dragged by your legs.
Really?
A good few miles.
Yes.
Drawn and quartered, perhaps?
Yes, Lorenzo, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's an extremist point of view. Can I tell you? Because what if your cat... listen, what if your cat... So I heard this story. I was listening to the New York Times podcast, The Daily, when they covered the fires in Hawaii. Did you hear about these terrible wildfires? There was an entire historic town that was burnt to a crisp in just a moment of minutes, in a matter of minutes, rather. It's crazy. And so they covered, on this podcast, one person's account of the entire fire from start to finish, how they survived it. And they were at home. It was their one day off, it seemed, from work. They had been working like 6 days or something crazy like that. This is their one day of reprieve. And what do you know? Out of nowhere, there's this insane fire that crops up out of nowhere. And before he can do anything about it, as he's trying to put out small ones here and there, his entire surroundings are engulfed, and there's smoke all over the fucking place, embers falling on him and burning his skin, everything. His cat gets underneath of his house. His house cat finds its way underneath the house for cover because it's scared. It's afraid of what's going on around it and its environment. I think in that instance, you yank it by whatever's available, right? Because, I mean, this guy...
Yes, but that's an emergency situation.
But this guy, God bless him, he couldn't get a hold of his cat, and he left his cat to die. I mean, but if it's me, I'm getting under there, and I'm fucking... If I have to grab it by the fucking ears, by the whiskers, I'm doing whatever I can. Because that's my child. That's my baby. You know what I'm saying? If those fucking pricks at the ASPCA didn't say that they were going to basically arrest me if I went after my cat in there, I would have done so. I risked all but my legal standing for my own cat. But I mean, this guy wouldn't risk his life to save his cat, even if it meant grabbing it by some unorthodox part of its body. I mean, give me a break. No, I'm kidding. I mean, poor guy.
Should have went after his cat.
Yeah.
Because like being stuck in jail is worse than death. Because when you dead, you don't know you dead. But when you in jail, you know you in that bitch.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere.
No, I'm pretty sure they said, weren't they saying that the fires started from an electrical company?
It was some sort of power
like
grid
a theory about that?
Something, yeah. But it was also the conditions of the surrounding area that factored into what caused the fires to spread so rapidly, and also the lack of preventative measures that allowed it to spread at the rate it did. But what were you saying, Lorenzo?
Is it Hawaii a volcano itself?
I mean, yes. But the thing about it is the likelihood of an eruption that would cause such a catastrophic spread of wildfire. I mean, they have measures in place to prevent that from happening around the volcanic site, but it's these small, forgive the expression, offshoot towns that don't have the capacity to prevent these brush fires and random electrical fires. That's so alarming. It's like you would think, yeah, given that Hawaii is essentially a volcanic island, you'd think they'd be prepared to deal with fires everywhere. They're just not. They don't have the facilities. So
don't have the technology.
And I just want to say, I'm not trying to defame this guy from the Daily Podcast. It seemed like he couldn't get at his cat from under the house. It was really wedged under there. So I mean, truly. Yeah. But if I was within reach of my cat, I would have yanked it by its fucking dick and balls if I had to. Absolutely.
Well, you think about it. He's in an emergency situation he's probably never been in before. So he's probably panicking, and everything's just running through his mind at like 1,000 words a second.
It was really, 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 really sad to listen to, because this guy at a certain point. So after he leaves his house, he's with his neighbor. He helps his neighbor evacuate, who's overweight, like severely overweight, obese, and is having a really... I'm not adding you, Ben, at all, I promise. He's just having a really tough time getting around.
Apparently I'm morbidly obese, so that's fine too.
He's just having a difficult time of it, trying to breathe, trying to run, get to shelter. And so this guy who they're interviewing is detailing his experience trying to assist his neighbor through all of this. And they get to a point where they end up by the shore. They're right up against seawater, right at this point. And they see a dog. They see a dog swimming toward them. I want to say, oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm getting this out of order. They see a dog come up, and it's a big giant pit bull, but it's out of its mind. It's hysterical. It's totally afraid. And it comes and it sits by them, and they sort of coax it next to them they're hiding behind a building. They're looking out onto the water, onto the seawater, but they're hiding up against a building that's sort of kind of covering them from the raining debris and the raining embers. But what this dog does is it sort of cuddles up next to them and takes sanctuary next to them. And they get to a point where they realize they're calling EMS, they're calling the paramedics, anybody who emergency services, anybody that they can, and they're all saying that they can't get to them and that they're going to have to jump into the water. This is what 911, or the Hawaiian equivalent, is telling them. They're saying, jump into the water now or else you will die. And so these guys, they don't have much of a choice. They have to jump into the water, and this dog just will not. They're trying to coax this dog with them into the water, and it's so afraid to swim that it won't, and it ends up just staying up against that building. And I mean, you got to figure how tragic that must feel to have this innocent animal with you that won't, for the life of it, save itself. I mean, but it's a pit bull. You don't want it to, snap on you. Yeah, exactly.
It can snap me. I have 2 arms. If it wants to bite one arm, then bite one arm.
Yeah,
that motherfucker will go for your neck. They go for dogs. Go for the neck.
I mean, truly. Well, I want to find the name of this guy. I do, but it really is a tragic account of the events. And this is a comedy podcast. I'll remind everybody, the listeners, that this is comedic and uplifting.
Do you want to move on to the next subject?
No, I'd like to just finish.
Aren't we? Yeah, I was gonna say finish the clip.
Let's finish the clip, and then I'll get back into the depressing Hawaiian shit. But I mean, clearly this guy can't speak English here.
Anybody from Hawaii, pineapple is good on pizza. I don't care what people say.
Yeah, so they're petting the cat. They walk up all innocently, and then they just completely and utterly...
My thing is, why are they moving the cat? They're walking right next to it. Like, exactly. Why are they doing that? They have no reason to do that.
Just because they're pricks. Just because they're prick pieces of shit.
They've already walked by.
They have too many repressed gay feelings, right? They have to exercise these these repressed emotions somehow, and it comes out in the form of animal abuse, animal violence. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, truly.
I don't know what you're saying, actually.
Just let them fuck each other. That's all I'm saying. Let them fuck each other. all will be well with the universe. They won't hurt nary another animal, I promise. That's the solution.
Just because Pope Francis gets to fuck gay guys.
They're not Catholic. They're not Catholic.
It doesn't matter. It's Christianity.
It's all the same? Okay, if you say so.
It all goes back to Pope Francis fucking his first child.
Oh, I love this video. I found this the other day, too. And then I promise I'll get back into the depressing Hawaii shit. I promise you guys. I know you're dying to hear about it. There we go.
This
cool.
is like fucking I Am Legend 2 or something. So
I think you'll like this, Lorenzo, because it's a cop giving orders, and I know you love that. You love when cops give orders.
Absolutely.
To civilians.
He's a sub. He's a sub. Yes, Mr. Officer. Put my hands up.
Yes.
Are you gonna cuff me? I'm into that.
Just take a look at this. It's the caption is "Get on the ground." So what do you think he's gonna tell so and so to get on the ground, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get
Only problem is the ground is about what would you say 60 feet below him. And he lets go of the ledges on immediately. Oh my god, how much does that suck? He's obeying orders in every sense of the word. It's just at what cost?
Moving over to the side, I saw there was a cliff, and I'm like, "Oh no, you fucking dropped."
Exactly.
I
knew it was a fall, but I thought he would land on grass.
Yeah.
I need some water. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Need some wine after that. It's truly. He obeyed orders, though. He did everything in his power to comply.
It would fracture both his legs, probably.
He was not resisting arrest whatsoever.
Get on the ground! Get it!
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
He's like, good job, brother. Thank you for listening.
At least his legs didn't look like those workout videos where you're like doing leg workouts and they bend the other way.
Do you let go of an overpass? Just yell out, "I'm dangling for my life. Let me climb up. I'll get down on the overpass. I'll get down on the bridge." God damn.
Oh my God.
Please don't make me fall to my demise. Look at him. He looks like he's in the
He hit his head, bro. Now he's like,
yeah, he's a changed man. He's gonna wake up speaking fucking Mandarin.
What hurts?
What hurts?
Everything.
My body?
everything.
Oh my god. You gotta love cops. Give it up for pigs, everybody. Give it up.
I'm sorry that whoever you are, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. That is fucking horrible.
Oh my god.
But you did it to yourself. Let's just put that forward.
I mean, he must have been on drugs or just the adrenaline of. Clearly, they were in some type of high-speed chase. Just the adrenaline of being in that position. I'm sure he said, "Get to the ground. I'll let go of all."
When they get into like anxiety situations like that, some people do like lock up.
Yeah.
Or like they'll like try to like relax their muscles because they get tensed.
Oh
I don't know what this is. I named this one
God.
"God Might Be Real." I don't know what this is. I'm gonna be real. Oh, this is great. So, like I said, I named it "God Might Be Real," and this is why. This is my evidence of God. If you want to talk about the Catholic Church or any of that, I think this is evidence in their favor. So this Jeep is cutting off this car with the dash cam. So there's a car with a dash cam on a highway, and it gets cut off by a Jeep rather suddenly, and the dash cam starts honking at the Jeep. I just love that we're gonna get this whole video claimed for a dumbass fucking traffic video.
Wait a minute. Is this what I think it is? I think I've seen this.
You've seen this? Okay, well, just please, no spoilers. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Yeah.
Just like you didn't open your mouth at the top when I told you not to fucking do that, right? You're not going to spoil this?
Listen.
You hear me? Look at this, okay? I didn't realize I had Lorenzo muted, okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for fucking correcting the record here. Alright, so the Jeep is kind of brake checking this guy. Dashcam's in the right lane trying to just live his life. Jeep will not have it. He's switching to the middle lane. Jeep follows, and so on. Every lane he switches, the Jeep is going. And then brake check, for real. Big time brake check. Here comes the police Suburban.
Oh, I have not seen this. I have not seen this.
I mean, look at that.
I saw a similar video where there's like a truck that just rams the guy in front of him.
Yeah. I mean, how great is that to think this guy's so cocky that he thinks he's going to run somebody off the road, and then immediately out of nowhere, out of left field comes this fucking Suburban. It's great. I mean, even you could appreciate that. Somebody who has such a disdain for police. And me too, honestly. I hate police. But I mean, this is.
Sometimes when I'm driving, I see some shit, and I'm like, "Where are these motherfuckers at?
What are they doing?" I'll tell you what they're doing. They're sitting in gas station parking lots, running plates, and eating donuts, and becoming obese. That's all they're doing. They're not doing the heavy lifting.
Not doing what they need to be doing.
For all I know, this could be a fucking FBI vehicle that pulls this guy over. I mean, Jesus Christ. An unmarked black Chevy Suburban. Yeah, but they did the right thing.
They got undercover goddamn soccer mom vans and shit now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I work in Manassas. Let me tell you something. The Prince William County and Manassas surrounding area cop cars are on some X Games shit. They're all unmarked Explorers, like brand new fucking Fords. I kid you not. They're all like they just have money out the ass. I don't know who their representative is, what funds are being allocated to these unmarked cars, but I'll be the only thing that tips you off. There's one thing. What is it? To these unmarked cars.
Well, first off,
they got tinted windows,
and then it's like
the plates. Okay, but there's one big thing. What is it? It's what I'm thinking of.
Trees.
It's that third rear view mirror. It's that little half circle mirror on the left. Yeah. Always on the left. Yeah. Or it's a light. I don't know what the fuck it is. But it's like nobody has one of those. So y'all wasted all this money on this fucking on this matte colored car. Yeah. Just to tip me off that you're a cop? Thanks. I appreciate it. I mean, goddamn. You don't have to have this high-powered flashlight next to the rearview mirror. I mean, it's doing y'all a disservice. You spent all this money to look incognito. Anyway.
And you're exposing yourself.
You're exposing yourself. You really are. I mean, I just thought that was funny. Like, all the work they go through to make it seem inconspicuous, and then they fucking tip themselves off. This is great. I think you guys will both have some strong opinions on this, and then we can probably call it after this. Honestly, I'm so drunk, it's ridiculous.
I'm fucking dying.
I'm not gonna be able to. This is hard.
This is hard. Oh shit.
This is hard, Ben. I can't do it.
I cannot. I promise.
We're at the beach.
All right, so look at this. This is obviously a movie theater, and I'm pleased
like an AMC.
I'm pleased to inform there's no shooting going to occur, nothing crazy. This is just ordinary movie-going behavior.
It's not your
No way!
That's not gonna...
I pay my money. I have a right to it.
Sit in your seat. Correct?
Yes, my seat.
That's not your seat.
How can you tell it's not my seat?
Because your ticket has your seat number on it.
Whatever.
Find it.
Whatever.
This can easily
Do
be
your own
resolved.
policy. No, I'm going to be an because you're big and
I am not.
I'm a patron here.
Okay, and I'm trying.
Okay, so we have the movie attendant, one of the employees talking to a customer. They seem to have something of an issue because the customer, the patron, seems to refuse to sit in his designated seat as outlined on his ticket, and instead he's chosen to sit, I think, one seat over.
I think the first thing you should have said is that guy's wearing socks with Crocs.
I mean, that too, but he has nothing to do with this. That's just white trash on full display. I'd like to... Yeah, I would like to highlight that. This is not a good area of town, maybe, right, that they're in. This might be shady business.
they might have
I mean, I see a buzz cut in the front row. I see, like you said, the Crocs, no gibbets, so you know they're not hipster libtards. None of that going on. They're just straight white trash rednecks through and through.
This seems like Arizona.
Yeah, mayhaps, but the employee is really doing his darndest to get this guy to sit in his proper. And the guy he's addressing is in red here in front of the socks and Crocs.
And this will be the last time that I come to this imagined theater. All right.
I'm glad he pronounced theater with the OR that it deserves.
That's how you know he's just trying to make a scene.
Yeah, I mean, really, truly. Like, have you been in these situations with people in theaters that have total and complete meltdowns?
Only one.
Only one? What was that like?
And that was when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
I just did not give a crap. But if I was like,
wait, it was you?
If this was happening, no.
You said I just did not give a crap.
I didn't give a crap about what was going on.
Oh, got you.
But if I was in this situation, now I'd be like, just go fucking sit in your seat.
Yeah.
Go, what the fuck is the big deal? You sit 2 seats down.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck.
The problem isn't that he's in the wrong seat. The problem is that he's in somebody else's designated seat, right? And so it's like, yeah, I get wanting to sit somewhere that you didn't get a ticket for if the seat's empty and no one's supposed to be sitting there. But there's a lady standing off on the side with her kids or some shit. Like, we got these tickets for these seats. Could you please move? And then here's this dipshit.
Hey, my buddy, does anybody here think that this is actually a thing where it's like...
Oh, pause it really quick?
Yeah.
Did you see his hairline?
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it?
It's like, there's no hair in the front.
Yeah.
There's not even a widow's peak. It's just all in the back.
Oh, yeah.
He could comb it over. It looked like Donald Trump's hair.
Holy shit. His lost cousin or something.
I mean, rest in peace to Margaritaville. What's his Jimmy Buffett? I mean, truly a legend. Here, keeping the dream alive is fucking fat ass in
like,
AMC theaters.
What's his fucking name?
We'll get it. Who?
Continue.
No. We're gonna pause until we can figure out what's his name. The camera's on you, Lorenzo. You got it.
It's some no shit. I can't fucking.
I love being drunk doing this because I just put everyone on blast. I don't give anybody any. I don't cut anyone any slack. Yeah, blasting off again, and let's blast right back into this.
Like a poor fucking Tiger King or something.
He does, yeah, absolutely.
He's got no mustache.
But you'll see when he turns around, he looks like sort of a Tiger King crossbreed of like Alex Jones. It's crazy. You'll see. You'll see his face in a second.
It's not assigned seating.
It is. Go sit in your own seat.
He sounds like
It's not assigned seating.
Let's
look at your ticket. May we review your ticket, sir? It's not assigned seating. Are you sure about that? Because he's...
Oh, thank you.
Please, sir, let's find your seat and we can start.
No, I'm not going to.
Then I'm going to ask you to leave.
You did, like 4 or 5 times. And that's why now we have a disturbance.
That's why, really? It wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that you're in the wrong seat. And that
I'd call security at this point.
I mean, really. But, I mean, at a theater, is there any security? I doubt it.
Probably.
No. It's just cops, right? It's just we call the cops.
Like one cop.
And do we want to call the cops for some dumb fucking moviegoer who refuses to switch seats? It's like, does it need to get to that point? Do we need to have a black person shot at the hands of...
May I also suggest
situation unfolding?
There's a full front row of seats with nobody in it.
Yeah, because we know a black person is gonna get killed. And does this warrant that?
The cops show up. They don't even get to.
I don't think that's how that works. I can't speak for the police, but I don't think that's how that works.
I think
every time somebody calls the cops,
and
one black person.
This is a good guy. I think the attendant is doing a good thing. He's like, I do not think a black person needs to be executed in broad daylight today because we needed to call the cops on fucking neckbeard mullet here.
I don't even think he has facial hair.
You'll see in a second. I've seen the full clip, so you guys haven't
looks
been
like
graced.
Fucking Golem.
You haven't been graced with the full preset character.
Oh my!
Let's take a back shot at him, bro.
Some other people can't just be like, you know
Starting
what? I
tip
can
is
sit
what I meant
right
to say.
here.
Sir, we're not doing this anymore.
One seat off.
We're not doing
one
this
seat
here.
off.
Let me step to the other side.
So if I were to move over one seat, everything would be okay.
Sir,
Is that what you're saying?
you're just
Okay, so they don't have security, but what they do have is the manager, and here she is in full view.
It's his seat is one seat over.
I know, it's crazy. It's insane. Like, this guy won't move one fucking seat. He's gonna make this much of a fuss over one seat. I mean, you know, he smells like shit too. You know, he smells like absolute sweat and ass.
Yeah.
Marijuana, maybe, but mostly must and sweat, I would think.
Yeah, maybe more like dirty homeless guy.
He looks like he might not shower.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Or maybe showers are like a rare commodity for this guy. Maybe that's why he's so upset. I paid the last $12 I had for this movie ticket, and I'll sit wherever I goddamn please.
I already sludged in this seat.
Yeah. I already took a shit in this seat. They don't want to sit here. I already pissed myself.
Is that what you're saying?
listen.
Does that mean?
Are you gonna listen?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Be my pest.
Be my pest. He's so great. You know, I'm so glad you said homeless before I did, because that's usually my go-to. He's definitely unhoused. I mean, he has to be.
God.
There's no excuse.
He's trying to escape the heat.
You know, he gets into multiple arguments when he has to come back like, be my pest.
I'm already on my fent trip. I can't move. I cannot. I'm within inches of my life on fentanyl. You can't move me if you tried.
Okay, at this point, you are disrupting the show for these fine folks. We're gonna ask you to leave. We'll get you a refund, though. I'll be nice and get you a refund.
I don't know.
I don't know. Take the fucking refund. I mean, Jesus Christ. Take the refund. Get the fuck out of here. It's not an invitation for a refund. What she's telling you to leave, and she's giving you the best possible outcome, because what comes next is you get your ass arrested and you get a black person killed. I cannot stress this enough. A black person will die at your hands. It will be your fault. You really want that on your conscience.
I want to be taken out in handcuffs now.
Sir,
I paid my money. I don't understand why it is. If I sit over here, one seat, it's okay, and everything is right with the world. But if not, the world stops and everybody gets upset.
sir, let's go. I'll be nice and I'll get you a refund.
I want more than just a refund.
Okay.
Can I get a drink?
Can I get a blowjob?
Yes.
Can you ride me
I feel like that'd be
during
a
the
bit of a reach.
movie? Because I want to watch the movie. But I want...
Yeah, one seat over.
Can I watch the movie until I finish after you blow me?
Oh my god. Oh my god. How are you?
Because that's what I want.
This motherfucker funny. No, he said, can I get a drink? Yeah.
Can I get a drink? You know what she says?
We'll take care of you in the lobby.
Fine.
What a snap. They're going to take him out to the lobby and shoot him.
Yeah, I mean, they better. Holy shit,
We'll
what a
take care of you in
nuisance.
the lobby.
That's what I think we should do with all homeless. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, can I take a stance here and now? I mean, regardless of if this guy is mentally ill or homeless, I think people like this should be shot and killed, executed. I mean, in a line. We take them in a line. We get a rifle squad, one by one. I mean, it's ceremonial, of course. We'll have the national anthem playing in the background. I mean, they just need to be taken care of. People like I cannot stand insufferable people like this. I mentioned this on one of the last recordings. There's this one video I watched that just made me so irate. It was of a lady who caused an entire plane to be deboarded because she would not get her shit together, because she refused to sit in the seat that was outlined on her ticket when she insisted she bought another seat, but it was printed wrong or something. She would not sit in the proper seat as designated for her, and she caused an entire plane to be deboarded. These people were already seated. They already put their baggage in the overhead area, everything. They had to all get off because of this one dumb bitch. Do you understand how crazy that is?
I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have drug her off myself.
Oh my god! I probably would have.
Knocked her out? Hit her in the back?
Ended her life. I mean, goodness.
I would have just been like knock her upside the head from the back, be like, beach.
this lady, the audacity. She was clearly, though, but that's what I'm saying. With these people, she was clearly not in her right mind. She was either
she should have had the Bruce Wayne treatment.
She should have had the medicine that she had clearly been allotted by whatever.
By her psychiatrist,
right? She was in the absence of her medication. In any case, she just kept repeating herself over and over again. It was really odd. She kept saying the same things, like, "You're abusing me. You're abusing me. This is police brutality. Like she just like.
Is that the video where there was like a woman that's like, "You can't arrest me. I'm on my phone," or something like that.
Something like that. I think at some point she did say that.
Because I didn't know that was the thing. That would have.
Or no, we watched that video of the lady in her car who was on her phone, which were some butt wipes. That was hilarious. She was also off her meds. But no, this lady was very, very similar. And I think that actually the same channel features it, Code Blue Cam. And it was this lady, just completely and entirely insufferable, just keeps repeating herself to the point where they drag her out like on the tarmac. That's where they had to pull up the squad car to arrest her, and she would not be handcuffed. She would not allow them to put a seatbelt on her. I mean, just a hot mess. And she got banned from all Delta flights. She was on a no-fly list for Delta. So, I mean, good for them.
I did see that one. Yep.
Yeah, anyway. So, I mean, people like that and like this. Like I said, let's just get them on a list. Like we have
How do you ban somebody from a flight, by the way? Do you, like, pay for the ticket? Do they, like, ban your credit card so you can't make transactions?
Yeah,
or like
they'll remember your name, and you obviously can't invent a fake identity, right?
Yeah, because you need your ID.
Well, it's not like everybody checks the name list.
Yeah,
for
I guess.
People.
I see what you're saying, but I mean, I feel like getting a ticket to a flight is so much more involved that your identity is a big component, a big enough component that
America,
they can vet you. Yeah, so
in America, yes.
And they scan your ID too.
Yeah. If they scan that shit and it comes up red or you're done. That's what they need to do with this guy in movie theaters. He's banned from all fucking movie theaters.
Make sure everybody knows about this shit.
Okay.
And they will.
I'm capitulating because I don't want to watch the movie now.
He doesn't want to watch the movie anymore. Too bad.
Okay.
Why is no bystanders saying, "Okay, good, leave"?
Goodbye, everyone.
I know. Usually at this point, people get up and start clapping and shit when he stands up. But no,
that guy looks like he's.
What I tell you
on drugs. He looks like he's on drugs.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That fentanyl shit.
Lorenzo, what were you saying?
I was saying no. He looks like the guy that, like, if someone else was like, "Hey, just get the fuck up," he'd be like, "No, I'm gonna sit here."
Yeah.
Like,
and what the fuck has he been doing this whole time? Just
people
that.
were terrified to, like, even react.
Yeah.
When he stood up, people wanted to clap, but they're like, "No, he might sit back
This
down."
guy's got a gun in his fucking trench coat that he's putting on in the middle of summer. Yeah, absolutely. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Oh my god!
Have a nice movie, guys.
He's got a leather coat. I don't know what month this is. I assume it's recent. It's got a leather.
It's definitely recent. Everybody see her. She's in like.
Yeah, she's in really light fleece. This guy's in Crocs, and this guy's in a leather goddamn coat.
Definitely springtime.
Yeah, I mean, insanity.
To be honest, I bring a hoodie to the movies because sometimes it does get cold in the theaters.
Yeah.
But that's a trench coat. That's a full on. Like,
he's fat enough to find food. He must be smart enough to know better. That's all I have to say. I mean, truly. What the fuck? Just sit where you're supposed to sit. How hard is it?
But he's got like one tooth on the bottom of his mouth.
Yeah. We love that for him.
That guy definitely does crack.
That's the main indicator of mental illness, is somebody missing teeth.
Whenever I think of somebody missing teeth, I think of drugs.
Yeah.
Drug addict.
Without a doubt. For good reason.
Oh, shit.
I probably snorted crack too before I came into the theaters.
I was thinking more meth.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's a meth. Yeah. He's meth leaning for sure. Look at that face. Look at that ugly ass mug. Ugh. What a piece of shit. Only in America.
But I was like, what?
Yeah.
He's talking outside of his mouth too. He's like,
son, yeah. What's with that?
I don't even want to watch the movie anymore. All right. Any advice for this piece of shit prick?
Oh, shit.
Any advice? Keep doing what you're doing, and people love you. People love you.
Stop, no.
Keep it up.
Stop leaving.
You might get a black person killed. And by that, I totally mean you're gonna get the cops call on you.
They just see a black guy outside minding his own business. Sir, are you involved? Are you the cause of the disturbance? Do we need to open fire?
Oh, they said black trench coat. I thought they said black person.
Oh my god.
I thought they said black skin, 6'4". Basketball build. Oh my god. Any advice? No, seriously, Lorenzo. This is your job. The song's halfway through. I'm so fucking wasted right now. This is insane. I haven't had alcohol in a while. This is
You should
really
have gotten
fun.
drunk with Cameron on that episode.
I should have. That would have been way more fun. We did have fun though.
Come on.
Anything else to say to this guy? How about to the guys throwing the cat around? That was insane.
Hey, go fucking kill yourself.
Please.
But
I don't
if
co-sign
you do
that.
it,
We'll get
I'm
our channel
playing.
banned. But I do agree.
If you do it, I was playing.
He's at the top. You're at the top of his note. Lorenzo from the L&C Podcast.
I want to be on someone's 13 Reasons Why. I want to be the top.
Oh my god. I don't think that's a good reason to be on.
Probably
that.
not. Probably not.
I want to be the first 5.
Ben, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it.
We can do another 30 minutes if you want.
I'm done. I have company. I'm about to get back to it.
Got things to do.
Yeah,
if
things
you
to
will.
do, people to see. People to do. He said that in the background. He literally just said people to do. Thank you for chiming in. All right.
God.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Next week, the week of, what will it be? Today's Wednesday the 6th, 7th, 8th, the week of the 10th. Then hopefully I'll be back at the Electric Palm on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'll try and do something, probably Dead Horse in Crystal City. And then after that, hopefully maybe Bulldog in DC, Bulldog Mike, Bulldog Pizza in Chinatown. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I have COVID right now.
Oh, hell no.
So I'm not even kidding. Like, it's crazy. I'm on crazy ass Mucinex, Dayquil type shit right now. It's wild. I could not breathe 2 nights ago.
I didn't even feel that shit. When I had COVID, I didn't even feel it. I didn't know I had it.
No,
I was cool.
2 nights ago, I felt like I had an elephant on my chest that was also taking a shit in my throat simultaneously. And then it had its trunk up my ass, if you could believe that. So,
Are you still recording this?
yes, I'm still. This is important. This is pertinent information.
I don't think people want to know that you had an elephant shitting on your chest.
But that's what it feels like. This is a PSA. This is what COVID feels like to everybody listening. Please don't get COVID. You'll feel like you're being raped by an elephant.
And get it. If you thought about getting it, don't get it.
Don't get it.
You need some proof.
It's so funny. Today, I said to my boss, I was like, I'm pretty sure I have COVID. And then one of my coworkers next to him says, "Oh, please cough directly on me." He says this out loud. "Please just cough on me, because I need some PTO. I need some sick leave." I was like, "You do not want any part of this. An elephant is raping me as we speak." I said, "You don't want anything that I'm going through."
Don't you work with like chemicals like that and stuff?
I do. I work with
vaccinations
diseases, and they're all like dead, so it's not really a risk. But I'll tell you, it's really cold. A lot of freezers. I'm in and out of a lot of walk-in freezers, and then I'm in and out of a lot of giant liquid nitrogen tanks, so I freeze my hands off. What I can tell you, though, is that currently, as of this current moment, an elephant is inside of me and defiling me. It's raping me. That's what I tell you. Thank you so much, Ben, for coming by. Anytime. Please come back anytime.
Enough on that.
All right.